What is Gucci? It's been a minute since I've been on the bike. It's also been a minute since I've uploaded, but I have a vlog that I've actually finished. I just haven't gotten around to uploading it yet. So the topic of today is going to be OCD and how it has affected my life. What I'm hoping this vlog doesn't sound like is, I hope it doesn't sound like I'm that guy that's just like, I have a friggin' disorder, look at me. Because I know those people, I know they exist, and they drive me nuts. If you know me, you hopefully know that that's not me. I actually try to keep it like as on the down low as I possibly can because I don't like it. But I'm hoping this vlog will, if you don't know me, and if you're just watching it, maybe you can learn a little bit about OCD. And if you do know me, you probably know I have OCD, you might not. But it will give you a view into kind of my life and what it is and what it friggin' means for me. So, where did it all start? I actually remember the first, like, kind of OCD compulsive thought that I think I ever had. I think it was the first one, I'm not certain. But I was in like 8th grade. No, it might have been 7th. No, I think it was 8th grade. And I was sitting in seminary. And I had just gotten these new pants. And for some reason, I was just sitting back, you know, chilling out, and my leg was resting against like the table leg. You know how in like classrooms they've got those like chair table things, it's just like one piece. Anyways, my leg's just resting up against that, like, I don't know, it's just such a small thing that no one would ever think of. And I just thought, like, I don't really want to touch that. I just kind of felt like people's legs had been like touching that, their bare legs wearing shorts and stuff, and I was like, I don't want their freaking sweat on my pants, that's kind of gross. And I guess the fact that they were new pants just kind of made me a little more, you know, concerned. It's like, oh, it's new, it's got to keep it nice, but it still doesn't make any sense, you know. So, that was the first time. It got progressively worse towards high school. And high school was like the peak, like, the worst it got was in high school. So anyways, what did it mean? You know, coming into high school, it meant I wouldn't touch like computers, like public computers, which you know you do in high school. There's like computer labs and stuff. I wouldn't touch doorknobs, I wouldn't touch classroom books, and I just, like, I could do it, but it would just drive me nuts. Like, if you had to walk around with like, I don't know, something nasty, like, just like imagine sticking your hands in a vat of grease and then just having to like walk around all day and touch all your things. And it's like, that's kind of the mentality I had. It was like, I don't want to get this filth all over all of my other things. Like, I'm not gonna freaking touch a public computer, even though it's not, you know, literally covered in grease. That just kind of, I don't know, might help you understand it a little bit better. Anyways, it actually ended up almost getting me in a fight once, which was stupid. It was so ridiculous. I was in it was kind of like a film class, like a media class, where in my school we did like these weekly news things, where you'd like, I don't know, you'd sit down, you'd talk about what's going on at the school for that week, and then they'd play it at the start of like someone's class, everyone's class. And anyways, we were in charge of that for 1 week, so we had a group. Anyways, I'm also kind of friggin' socially awkward, and I don't know, I just kind of get in the group that I can. It's like these two dudes that I kind of know, and then this other dude that I don't really know. And basically, like, they needed my help, you know, like, I'm a part of this group, but they wanted me to touch things like props and like this extension cord, and it's like, I can't touch those. Like, I'm not gonna do that because, you know, it's, to me, that's just something that's filthy and disgusting. It's the same thing as, you know, a normal person touching something covered in cow poo or something. So it's like, I'm sorry, I can't do that. Like, I told him, I was like, I'm happy to do anything else. Like, do you want me to write a script? Do you want me to, like, I was really happy to help. I just didn't want to touch these things. And this kid that I didn't really know that was in the group, he was just so rude. Like, there was something wrong. I don't understand why you would be so mean to someone about something like this. Like, I don't know if he just thought I was being lazy and trying to get out of work or something, but he was just being a total d-bag. I'm trying to remember the things he said, but like, he was like, "Are you even gonna help or anything? Are you gonna do anything?" I'm like, "You're just being rude." And then I don't remember the things he said that kind of started leading me up to being really pissed off, but like, I remember that I was already like fuming pretty much, and he says, what did he say? He like asked me to carry something, and I'm like, I can't, you know, kind of awkward, and just trying to be nice and not, just trying to, I don't know, I'm not freaking trying to cause problems. I'm not being lazy. Like, this is a serious thing. And he says something along the lines of just like, you're just useless. Like, just saying, I was like, I don't know, I remember thinking like, wait, you think I'm a tool? Like, you can just use me for whatever you want? Like, he kind of just felt like he was this kind of leader type, just in charge. He thought he was like Steven Spielberg. But yeah, it pissed me off. So I kind of lunged at him. I kind of got in his face, and I was like, I had my fist back, and I was getting all ready to swing. But I don't know, oh, that's sick. That thing's pretty AF, dog. If we weren't in some traffic, we might give her a go. Anyways, I just kind of held myself back because I'm pretty sure he was like 17 and I had just turned 18, and I didn't want to get some kind of weird assault charge. I didn't know what that meant, and obviously this isn't going through my mind at that time, but I was just like, I just knew it was going to get me in a bunch of trouble if I hit him, because he hadn't hit me, you know. It wasn't like I was defending myself. I would just been like full on just punching this guy. And this really pissed me off. This was like, just kind of shows you what kind of person he was. You know, I'm sitting there like all getting in his face, like ready to hit him. He's like, hit me. And he points to his face. He's like, hit me right here. And I'm just kind of sitting there like starting to tear up, just super mad. And he says, you can't hit me because you can't touch me. Like, how are you gonna touch me? Because he knew, like, I didn't touch things. It's like, oh man, I just felt so defeated. I remember I just got in my girlfriend's car right after that class, and I just like cried. I was just infuriated. I was so mad. I didn't understand how someone could be so mean to someone over just like nothing. I had never been mean to this kid. I've always been nice to him, you know, and he was just absolutely trashing me for some reason. But yeah, that was the end of that. Like I said, OCD, that was kind of the peak of it in high school. Like, I'd freak out if anyone touched my phone. I could never touch anything. Like, it was a big freaking issue, you know. It's like, it's really hard to function in society where you can't touch anything, you can't touch anyone, no one can touch your things. It's, you know, it's not freaking easy. But I don't know, I went through some therapy. I took some medication for a while. I didn't take that for too long. I'm not taking any medication anymore. But I don't know, I think it might have helped. They just did like some exposure therapy, just like touch things, just like go touch this public bench, go sit on it, you know. And that's kind of it's a really weird thing when you hear that. It's like, you wouldn't sit on a public bench. I don't know, I kind of would, but like, I wouldn't touch it with my hands, you know. yeah, I think that kind of helped, and now it's just a part of me. Like, it's so integrated into my life, I don't even really think about it. It's just, I don't know, it's like, it's a normal life for me. It's not, I've kind of figured out how to make it work with, you know, reality, where it's like, I can touch doorknobs now if I have to, and, you know, I don't know, I am functioning, you know, I can function. I didn't really cover what OCD is, you know. I think a lot of people just kind of think it's like, oh, well, you just like things to be neat and orderly. No, that's not the case. Most people, I mean, sure, there's some people out there that are like that, but you probably don't have OCD even if you think you do. OCD is obsessive compulsive disorder. Basically, it's a really complicated thing. There's a lot of different aspects to it. Like, everyone kind of has their own little type of OCD. They call it themes. So basically mine was pretty common theme. It was like contamination, or, you know, clean freak. That's pretty common. And ugh, skunk got hit. It smells so bad. There's other themes like counting. Like, if you ever heard people have to, like, will count the number of steps they take everywhere, and if they don't, like, I was never this extreme, but there are people who, like, they'll have to count how many steps it takes them to get, like, down the hall or something, and then if they don't get the right amount of steps, they will go turn around and walk down that hall again, because, you know, they believe that something bad is going to happen. And that's kind of a common theme with OCD, is not necessarily with the contamination theme, but like with most other things in OCD, most other themes, there's a lot of like, I think something bad is going to happen, something bad is going to happen. It's called magical thinking, that's what it is. I read that on the OCD subreddit. But people think that their thoughts have extraordinary power, which is kind of like what I thought. It's weird that this idea gets hooked on you, because it's complete nonsense, and you know it's nonsense. Like, I know it's nonsense, but you just for some reason think, like, if I put on, you know, my right glove before my left, then I'm gonna die today. Like, it's, and you believe it for some reason. It's more like, at least in my case, it was like, I don't really believe that that's gonna happen, but why take the risk? It's like, I'm just putting my right glove on before my left. You know, it's just one little tiny thing. So it's like, it's not that big of a deal. Might as well just do it, just in case. But, you know, when there's like 1,000 of those tiny little things you do in one day, it just becomes a pretty big thing. I'm just trying to think of like some of the things that I can tell you that I do, like having OCD, just like these little things you wouldn't really notice, but I do. I open like the fridge at my house. I open it with my feet. That's kind of weird. I'm really good at it. You know, I can even open the drawers and everything with my feet, and no one notices. Like, I think my mom noticed like a couple months ago, and I was like, I've been doing this for years. How are you just noticing? It's funny because like, it's just so integrated into my life, OCD, that I can't even think of like the things that I do, even though there's plenty that I do. I mean, one big one is I wash my hands a lot. Like, I always have dry hands because I wash my hands probably 10 times what the average person does in one day. What else? Basically, like, anytime I touch any public thing, you know, if I touch, like, anytime I eat, there's one. Anytime that I eat something, I have to wash my hands. Like, I can't freaking go on picnics without bringing, like, some kind of way to wash my hands, because I just can't freaking deal with having, like, any kind of food on my hands, even if, you know, it's not, even if you got a napkin, you wipe everything off and it's not actually there. I don't know, it's in my head, it's like, oh, well, freaking need to wash my hands. So, I'm so bad at outros, dude. Basically, I need you to freaking like and subscribe. And I don't know if this person's trying to get over, but I'm not trying to get torpedoed by a kayak. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you didn't like the video, then leave a dislike. Hit me with a comment, hit me with a subscribe, friggin' share the video if you feel like it. And that's that. So log out.